Hello, we are the Damsels game. The Damsels are three lady gamers who like to play games and then we talk about them. We've been busy gamers and we are ready to talk about it this week. Thanks so much for listening. And this week, the Damsels game has a sponsor. Mythery is here to tell you all about it.
Okay, this week's featured shop is the Skyblock Mall Food Court. Come eat at the Skyblock Mall Food Court, where all the food is locally sourced from Skyblock Mall vendors. Each week, one of the vendors prepares food. How interesting is that? This week, our chef will be Fred from Fred and Frodo's Fabulous Fresh Fish. Fred will be making his famous chocolate chip cookies. Bet you thought he was going to make fish, didn't you? Next week, the chef on deck will be Biff from Berries and Biff's Big Little Book. Biff will be making his chicken and cherry mash. Oh, and it says here that Barry will be on hand to read prayers.
Read
That's
prayers?
Nice of him.
Yeah, that's nice of him.
Yeah. Well, folks, I guess there will be some extra festivities in the food court that week. So get on down to Skyblock Mall Food Court today.
Yay!
Okay, I have a question. All the food is locally sourced from the Skyblock Mall vendors.
Mm-hmm.
How do they get their food?
You know, in the usual way.
Yeah, how's that?
Cooking, slaughtering animals, growing things, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, like those chocolate chips?
Yeah, those chocolate.
Fred
have to ask them.
gets the chocolate chips probably from the farmer's market dude who sells them. I have to ask him where he gets them.
Yeah. I'm not sure I really want to know the answer
Is
to
this
this.
locally sourced and organically grown? All the food has a story.
Yeah, I see. That's my problem here. I'm not sure I really want to know the answer to locally sourced. Continue on.
Right on.
I think you're back from getting your drink.
I am. I have to have some wine
Okay.
so that I can deal with the pain. You know how it is. Anyway, The Damsels is recorded live on Sunday, October 23rd. This is our 156th show. We put out shows whenever we can. You can listen via iTunes, podcast, and other podcast media like our home at Podcast Garden. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about emails. Did we get any? Gosh, I'm so curious.
I wonder why, but we did get an email. Somebody wrote an email and said, the Kobolds want you, and I think they're talking to me, you to know that they were not underperforming. They said the leader was underleading.
Ooh.
They also said they hate you and will never operate at 100% until you make things right for, quote, what happened in Waterworks. And this person who wrote the email said, I don't know what that means, just passing the message along. Yeah. Now, before I say who wrote this email...
That's a good Samaritan right there.
Those two sentences are contradictory.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because they said they were not underperforming. They said the leader was underleading. And then in the next sentence, they said they hate Saba and they will never operate at 100%. If they're not operating at 100%, they are definitely underperforming.
They're definitely underperforming, and the leader is not underleading. You know, I think
maybe they just meant they were performing at the pace at which they meant to be performing, which means they're not underperforming for what they set out to do.
Yeah, no matter how you twist it they're underperforming. And Lessa, thank you for the email.
I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you mean. That was an anonymous source.
No,
email.
It said Lessa. It said Lessa in the from, so there you go.
Damn it.
All right,
I'm going to have to get Fred. I'm going to have to enlist Fred for future trolling
But I'll still know it's from you, so.
Damn it!
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Comments to videos.
So the only videos we have are my Quest Today, and episode 53 came out. So in the past 2 weeks, Saba Jade finished up Keep on the Borderlands, Chanticleer, and Three Barrel Cove. She did a lot.
Saba Jade is really doing some popular content right now, so you should be getting a lot of views. Whenever I retweet you, there's always at least 2 people who have beat me to it already by the time I get around.
So I've been thinking about what to call the group, and I'm thinking Saba's Saviors.
Oh, I like it. Because they're always saving your bacon?
Correct.
Nice. Very nice. All right, let's move into thoughts for the week. I learned something ridiculous yesterday, and it was on account of Saba Jade and Mythery. Apparently, in your Xbox console companion, it has your real name next to your player name by default. So if you're playing a game like, say, Halo or Minecraft Windows 10 version, your name is right there for everybody to see. And guys, don't get why this is a big deal. They don't care. But women care very much. They really don't want to be unnecessarily bothered in their real lives. So you have to actually go in there and tell your console companion, do not display my real name.
Yeah, I think it's weird that's the default.
It's like walking around with your fly down, you know? You wouldn't want somebody to tell you that your fly is down.
Well, do guys care?
I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe if they would stop doing weird stuff like that, then maybe we could all just get along and display our real names.
Yep.
But till that day comes, we're going to have to go ahead and be anonymous. Just saying.
Right.
All right, Myth, what'd you learn?
Apparently I need some tart cherry juice.
What does that even mean?
It's another one of those things where Leslie doesn't understand what we're talking about, right?
Right. I guess that some study was done that found that in order to get a good night's sleep, you may be missing a certain vitamin, and tart cherry juice will replace it.
What? Wait,
Yes.
There's so much to unpack here. Tart cherry juice has a vitamin in it?
Yeah.
It has something in it, either the melatonin
It's
or
a vitamin,
something
might be a
in it.
mineral, it's something.
Yeah, it has
So
something in it.
So tart cherry juice might help you sleep.
Yeah.
I've got to try
Basically,
this.
that's what it boils down to.
I've got to try
Yeah,
this.
Or not,
In fact, I
I'm
think
not
we
sure
should all
if
try
it's
it.
going to make you sleepy, but it will make you have better sleep.
2 8-ounce servings a day.
Right.
So I wonder if you can do it. I bet you could do it in pill form.
I don't know, but it sounds so tasty. I'm going to try it.
I don't know. I want you to try it and report back to me before I waste time on this endeavor. So,
Yes. In the same article that I was reading to Myth, it said 2 Brazil nuts a day will give you this mineral, selenium, I think it was.
mhm.
People who don't get enough sleep have decreased amounts of this. And just 2 Brazil nuts a day will get you where you should be.
There was a list of things.
I
Yep.
like Brazil nuts.
I like
so,
the tart cherry juice idea.
you know, we should do more of that.
Some nuts aren't that easy to find.
But Brazil nuts.
You can go buy a can of cashews and almonds, and I don't.
Yeah,
see
Brazil
a
nuts
can of
usually.
Brazil nuts.
Usually, Brazil nuts are sort of mixed in with other nuts, so
Right, and there's only like 2 in a thing.
they'll be more.
But you only need
challenging.
2 a day.
Well, okay. You have to dig around and pick out.
Buy a whole
2
can
Brazil
just for
nuts.
those 2 a day. Yeah, exactly. All right, and I decided that Saba is dying more than she should in her Saba Jade A Quest a Day series, so I'm going to have to fix her feats and enhancements to
All
do
right.
more self-healing.
You know what you should do is that you should record that, you fixing her feats and enhancements, because I bet a lot of people would be very interested in how you tweak her build.
Mm.
I mean, you're a rogue, but you rogue in ways that other people don't really rogue. So, you know, you're more of
Yeah,
a kidney.
screw her up more.
You screw up more. You're more of a kidney stabber. So,
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Let's Talk. And I know Miss going to talk about Elder Scrolls Online later about things, but these are just general thoughts and WoW versus Elder Scrolls Online. So, first of all, what are your general thoughts about Elder Scrolls Online?
I like it. It took me a hot minute to get used to their combat system, but once I kind of got the hang of everything, it flowed very nicely. It's not hard to learn. I really enjoyed it. I would actually put it above WoW. You're the one that gave me the idea to knock WoW down a peg, so I moved WoW down the ladder, and now Elder Scrolls Online's my 8 out of 10 game.
All right, so what do you think, Myth?
But you know what I thought about WoW, so.
I know, but what do you think of Elder Scrolls Online? We're not comparing it to WoW
I
yet.
like
What do you think?
it.
Yeah, I like it too. So now we're going to compare WoW versus Elder Scrolls Online for all these different things that I have here. The subscription model. Definitely, I like it better because, you know, I hated WoW's subscription model. I like Elder Scrolls because you buy it.
Yeah, you buy it and that's
you
it.
And that's it. You don't have to buy anything in the store, and they do have a free thing that you can go get if you want to. So the subscription model, much better. So what about character classes and races? Do you like them? Do you think there are enough of them? And how do you compare them to WoW's?
I think that they are a lot more tweakable because I get to level up in different things and I get to unlock different things for my hotbar. It's not like WoW where it's just sort of cookie cutter standard stock. I definitely like it better. I like their classes better. I like that I can carry a sword.
Yeah, when I repeat all this later on, just pretend like you haven't heard.
I think the mechanics are better. Leslie mentioned that a little bit. I think the quests are better. It's not go get 6 pelts and come back to me.
Yeah,
And
the
go
stories
out a
make
little
way
farther
more
and get
sense.
8 pelts and come back to me. And yeah, the story is coherent, you know? You understand what the story is. I think that's really what gets it. I like the character classes and that you can see progression in your character that you can do yourself. It's not forced onto you. The single player versus multiplayer part of it, you can still play this game all by yourself if you want to. You don't need anybody else. And sometimes it's a little confusing. And Myth's going to get into this more when she talks about it. So I won't go into that anymore. But overall, I think this is a much better game than WoW. I think this is a really good game. And so this brings me down into games we've tried and what we thought. I am going to give a thumbs down to WoW now.
What?
Honestly. Yep. I am changing it. Yep.
WoW's not a bad game.
Down to start with.
No, I'm still a thumbs up. WoW's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's too pretentious. It's too much money.
I'm going to tell people, if you have a choice of don't go for WoW, go for Elder Scrolls Online. Spend your money there. You'll spend a lot less money and get a better game.
Agree.
Yeah, truth. I would tell
Which is why I'm giving it a thumbs down for WoW.
I would tell him just go for Guild Wars 2. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Because it's funner than both of them.
It is a better game than most of them.
But Elder Scrolls Online is really good, so, you know, it's another good choice. Plus, you can get it for way cheaper. Get it for a ton cheaper. Nothing wrong with that.
I think the stories are so different that I would tell them buy them both.
Buy them both. Just get them. Just get them both.
You don't have to buy the other one.
Oh, that's true. Guild Wars is free right now, right?
What?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, on to games we play, news about them, and I'm going to talk about Borderlands 3. Because somebody has mentioned that we never talk about Borderlands 3. I'm not going to name names.
Somebody, I'm going to mention my name, forgot that Mythra even plays Borderlands 3.
Yep. Yeah, Patrick from DDO Cast. Wonder why we never talk about it. It's because I forgot they play it and I don't play it and I always forget about it. But there was a hot fix on 21st of October. Did you know about it, Myth?
No.
Yes, and in this hot fix, Long Distance Relations has tasked the entire community to defeat 20 million enemies with the sniper rifle. And you have to do it with the sniper rifle itself, the shot from the sniper rifle, not anything that deals damage over time or exploding things that come out of the sniper rifle. And then you will get a special shift, capital letters all with the shift reward.
20 million enemies.
Everybody in the community, not just you.
So it's a group effort.
It's a group effort for the community. And once that happens, you're going to get a shift reward. So what's a shift reward?
That's a good idea. That's a good question. What's the answer?
Me.
Oh, I thought since you played the game, you might know what that is. They didn't say what it is because I assumed people who played the game knew what this would be. All right, and also, at the same time, they have increased the sniper rifle damage game-wide.
Now, that is nice to hear. I'm always looking for a sniper rifle that does better damage. There's some that do good damage, but, like, they have no elemental damage on them, and they hold 4 bullets, and I don't use them because the best thing about that game is the weapons, and they're the crazy weapons. I use weapons that do a lot of crazy elemental damage and things, and I don't want just a plain gun.
Well, the way I read this,
no, thank you.
The elemental's not going to count, but the bullet part will count.
Right. Well, they all have bullets in them.
All right, so that's the hot fix that came out on the 21st. Moving on to DDO, they have their free quest coupon going again this year, like they did last year, and the code for that to get all the adventure packs that DDO has available, not the expansions, but the adventure packs, for free, use the questing coupon DDO Quest with an S 2021, and the letters are all capitalized in the DDO store under the coupon section. You get 1 per account, and you will get every adventure pack that they have available. If you did it last year, do it again this year because it includes the Peril of the Planar Eyes adventure pack that came out this year, and it's available through 31 December 21. And I put a link in the show notes so you could go to the website and find out more information. But make sure you do it again this year so you get that new adventure pack. And also the Evening Star Challenge pack is in there. And I don't think it was in there last year, but it might have been and I missed it. Do it again if you did it last year. If you didn't do it at all, do it for the first time. And then Night Revels for DDO runs through to November. And you can get keys for the Crypt quests. You can still get them by running the Delaro's Graveyard part of Night Revels, or you can get them by defeating Shadow of Mabar champions in any quest in the game. These champions may drop a chest, which may contain pieces of Darkest Chocolate, and less often they might drop a Night Revels key. Now, I've been running quests on Saba Jade, and she had quite a few champions and got some chocolate and got 2 keys.
Are you going to do the event?
I did the event, and they're already uploaded for a future coming out.
Oh, right on.
Also, you get a small chance to find dark chocolate or keys in any chest inside any quest while the event is active. But, I did other quests while the event has been going on, and I didn't get any of them in any chest. So that tells you how good they are. Chances are of getting this stuff. Patrick on DDO Cast said he has run stuff already, and he's gotten 17 keys. So I think he has a fix-in with DDO and Standing Stone Games, because I got 2 and he has 17 already. So what does that tell you, right?
He's cheating.
He's cheating, exactly. Or there's a drink you can drink to get a better chance of getting keys. He might have bought a potion and had a drink. I don't know. All right. Elder Scrolls Online is also having a Halloween festival. They call it the Witches Festival, and that runs also through Tuesday, November 2nd. So for this one, you go to the holiday section in the Crown Store and you acquire the free quest. You complete this quest to get a Witch Mother's Whistle memento. If you already have one from the past event, you don't need to run the quest again. You just blow the whistle. So you blow this whistle and you get a 2-hour 100% XP buff. And this will also summon Witch Mother's Cauldron. And if you want to use this cauldron to turn yourself into an undead character, you can, but you don't have to. And I put a link to the website for that info if you want to follow that.
Cool.
And then for the next game that we play, Grounded, they had a major update. And it is out now. It's called the Hot and Hazy Update. And just so you know, Myth and I tried it after it came out. And we did not start over. We just played our regular game. And we have a really cool house in this game. And no thistles on any of the flowers that should have thistles on them, which means we can't make new arrows, which means we have to start over again. So I checked on different websites and discussion groups, and people that had old games have no thistles on these flowers, and people that start new games have thistles on the flowers. So it seems like if you want to make arrows, start new games. But about the Hot and Hazy update, they have lots of new things, new creatures, new areas to explore, new armor sets and new bonuses to old armor sets, new weapons, new mutations, and new ways to work the mutations, which come with these milk and molars and mega milk molars. You find them all over the place, and it's a different way of learning things. You can learn things individually or group with the mega milk molars. And for instance, with the mutations, you start out with 2 mutations, and individually you can find 3 milk molars to get yourself a 3rd mutation. And I haven't done that yet, but I imagine if you have the next time you want to upgrade that, it'll be 4 milk molars, I guess, to get 4 mutations, and then 5 maybe to get 5 mutations. Don't know. And then there's a brain power system. Every time you get science, you increase your brain power to unlock new crafting. So there are a lot of changes, so go check it out. And I put a link to the website to find out all the release notes. And then in Guild Wars, they came out and have a few little YouTube videos on the 3 new elite specializations coming in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons expansion that's coming out next year. And I put links to them, but they're called the Spectre. And that's shrouding yourself in a shadow in the new Thief elite specialization while making some ominous magic. The Untamed, that's a Master Feral Fury, the new Ranger Elite specialization with the power of ancient magic. And Mechanist, the new Engineer specialization. And it says caution may attract script. So there's going to be a beta event to try each of these on 26 October. And that's open to all.
You have to download anything special?
Didn't say that you did. They might have a little download for everybody on 26 October. So just try it. You should be off, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then the question of the show is we're going back and playing old games, like in our to-do list of games I think we should go. They're all pretty old games. Some of them are years old that we're going to try out. Are there any new games that you're looking forward to? And if there aren't any new games that we're looking forward to, why aren't there any new games that we're looking forward to?
Why aren't there any new games that we're looking forward to? I heard rumors about a Mass Effect sequel. I haven't seen anything, you know what I mean? I haven't seen anything concrete.
Because there's nothing on my radar about something new. How about you, Myth?
I thought there was. I'm not sure. There's a game that's coming out. I think I know the name of it, but I want to look and make sure before I say the wrong thing.
I don't have anything. I literally don't have anything on my wish list.
Yeah, I don't.
Have anything. Yeah, that's a little weird.
I mean,
and I have some single player stuff, but this is Icarus.
That's old though, isn't it?
It's not out yet.
I have a funny story to share with you about that, if you want to hear it, about Icarus. I'm looking on my Steam, and across my screen, that game scrolls by, and my husband was next to me, and I said, Icarus.
Oh.
He goes, that's Icarus. I was like, no, it's not. Just like that time, whenever you guys sent me to this website, I sit down right now.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
I sit down right now.
I sit down right now.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
So I have games that are not out yet on my wish list, but it's not like I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah.
When they come out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not drooling and waiting on anything.
Right, exactly.
No. The last time I was drooling and waiting on something, it was Mass Effect Legendary. And I'm still in Mass Effect 2. I just kind of took a break from that because Far Cry 6 got released, so.
We have something called Void Train in here that's not out yet, and I don't even remember putting it in there.
That happened. Yep. Yeah, so, there's nothing I'm really excited about, which is really sad.
That's weird. And it's way too late to get somebody excited now because we're headed into the holiday season.
Yep.
So if something was going to be released that we were excited about, we would already know about it.
Yep.
Sad.
Very sad. All right. That is it. We are just not excited about games for this holiday season.
That's not good. Well,
Nope.
maybe they'll put some good stuff on sale.
Well, at least we have a list of games that we want to try.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
All right. You guys are up.
But this is now we got to move into before we start. Did Mythery do her homework?
You did.
Yeah.
See, in purple.
So, tell me about your homework. What was it, and what did you think?
I watched Squid Game.
All of it, or just the first episode?
All of it. So
Okay. What did you think?
I thought it was crazy and a little bit sad
Mm-hmm.
and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly crazy. And then after it was over, I watched the first episode and another show that is almost just like it.
What?
Except for they're in a game, Alice in Borderlands.
Really?
Check it out. Yep, check it out.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I started watching.
I think that one's in Chinese, not Korean.
I started watching The Great on Hulu about Catherine the Great, just because I like Nicholas Hoult a lot. So, and it's not disappointing me. I think I'm on episode 5 of season 1. But other than that, just been watching Where We Are and What We Do in the Shadows or whatever. Where We Are in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, Where We Are too.
Where we are, where we are. You got to know where you are. It's pretty cool. All right, but other than that, I think that's gonna do it. Tell me about Elder Scrolls Online.
We like this game, as we've already said. I think that Elder Scrolls Online was in an excellent position to be liked by us, considering we had just played 3 games that we did not like very much at all, even though you guys basically liked WoW. But, yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Right. But the other 2 were pretty bad, so we were ready to like something. The character movement is nice and smooth. I can move around when I'm fighting. There are some choices when you're leveling your character you can make. It's not, so cookie cutter. The main quest line is interesting, and there are oodles of side quests to do, so you don't have to stay in your lane. Teleportation is a thing.
Yeah, that's nice. You don't have to run all the way across the map and then all the way back across the map and this way and that way and this and that. It sucks.
So there's plenty of those little teleportation places. I forget what they're called. So there's not just one on a map. You can, as soon as you find one, you can teleport to it.
And you can teleport for free.
It's free, exactly. The only time it costs you money is if you are stuck out in the middle of nowhere and you aren't near one, you can actually teleport to one, but they charge you for that. Or if you're just too lazy to walk to one, you could do that. Or ride to one if you have a horse. Speaking of riding, you get a mount when you're 10 and or 12. 10 or 12. And somebody just put 10.
10.
That was 12. Okay, 10. And that's available to all of your characters. So if they're not 10 yet, they'll have a horse. So something we learned when we were all questing together is that sometimes it's difficult to quest together.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently some of the quests are played out in sort of a random fashion, meaning the goals and the ultimate result are the same, but getting there is different. So here's an example. We got on a ship to go meet a guy. Those 2 went down into the ship, found the guy tied to a bed. I went down into the ship and I was separated from them. I ended up taking the ship to another city, found my guy in a house tied to a bed. And I never met back up with them. So, but I ended up doing the same quest, ended up with the same results, basically, of the quest, but we never ended up questing together to do that. So
it was weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I think it's sort of cool that, the quests aren't exactly the same every time you do them. I like that idea, but I think if you're partied, you should stay with your party. There should be some sort of a mechanism for making sure that parties stay together.
Yep.
Other than that, I think it's a lot of fun. I like it. There's a Halloween event, as Saba said, that I think we're going to go check out.
Yeah, I think we're going to go check it out before we play Grounded.
Yeah, we're at least going to do that one quest that I said where you go get the XP buff. The Witch Mother's Bargain.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then we'll go do Grounded.
I like
All right, so what have we done in our last 2 weeks?
Let's see. Let's move on to our last, our 2 weeks in gaming. Sorry about that. I was meant to erase that. I have a confession. Actually, no, I have a confession. I have a new confession. Whole new confession. Are you ready?
Yes.
I played Halo. Because we got we got the Halo Master Chef Edition. Sorry.
Took it up a Halo store.
Halo Master Chef, and I played. I jumped into Reach because it was the first one listed. So I was like, oh, this must be like the oldest, not in age, but like chronological wise.
It is chronological.
So I jumped into
Halo's
Reach
first,
and it was like. Saba, I apologize in advance because I might be about to offend you. It was like guy porn. See, girl porn, like we like the story, we like the build up, we like the suggestion of something rather than the actual thing. Guys, like, they just watch a porn and they're just like calling for the lady shows up with a pizza and then 2 minutes later they're all up in it. That's what this was like. This was like very little story, like just a sprinkling, like a sugar sprinkling of story.
No.
And then suddenly I'm shooting aliens and I'm wandering around trying to like look at stuff because graphics are really good and stuff, and I keep getting yelled at. Code 6, get your shit together, get out there, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I just wanted to look around and see what's going on in here.
So,
they weren't having any of my crap.
this is a little spoilish, but at the very beginning, you get this nice intro scene, and the commander of the unit tells you, glad to have you with us. You have great skills.
Yeah, you've got great skills. You're not lone wolf. Sorry.
Hate your lone wolf stuff. It doesn't belong in this. We're a team here. And then that is all the backstory you get.
Yeah, that's my backstory. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a team now.
And the rest is like Lessa says, it's shoot 'em up and nothing else.
Yeah, there's just like, and I kept thinking there's going to be an end to this, right? They're gonna take me to a place, and there's going to be more story, and they're going to tell me about how the aliens are just jacking everything up, and now we got to go out and get them. There's going to be some sort of resting period where I can, regroup and think and process what's happened. No, that never happened. It was just like,
meet your team.
Meet your team. Get all these guys. Shoot all these guys. Go to this place. Do this. Do that. Hit this. Hit that. Shoot all these guys. Shoot all these guys. Go to this place. Do this. Do that. Shoot. And it just never stopped. I played for an hour and 45 minutes straight. It never ended. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
The reason...
Yeah.
What?
I'm hoping that something gets better somewhere.
Oh, Les and I are going to try and play together.
Yeah, we're going to try to play together.
Because you can only play as duos in these beginning games. So Les and I hope it's better as a team.
Yeah, I hope it gets more fun as a team. And I'm just going to go in this time.
Shoot 'em ups are not our kind of game.
It's really not. I'm going to go in this time just knowing that there's going to be a lot of non-stop combat. Because it's a really good-looking game, and it's really easy. Driving is easy. Shooting is easy. Aiming is easy. The movement is easy. I like it. I don't like that there's
story.
I want more backbone. Or I want more story. It's so much guy porn. Maybe they're catering to their audience with that one.
They could be.
You know?
Well, because, Tom Clancy was a bunch of shoot 'em up, and
yeah,
both
but there was
Tom
a
Clancy's
story.
We played, both of them had stories.
They have a story. There's guys, there's villains, there's people to hate, there's factions, there's all these political things going on. There's nothing. It's you and aliens and yada, yada, yada. That's it. Go!
Well, we'll have to see what Myth thinks.
It's like straight to the action. Get lubed. Get in there. Sorry. I'm ready. I'm ready to play with Sabotage. I've already mentally prepared myself for tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of combat. So we'll see what happens.
I wonder who gets to play the Master. And why is it called Master Chief when we're a lieutenant?
I don't know, but I like that they keep addressing me as 6, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Because I was screwing up. Get over there! I'm like, I just wanted to look around. Sometimes the AI would drive, sometimes I would drive. That was cool. I could really get into this. What's your name? No, who cares? It doesn't matter. Nobody cares what that guy's name is. I'm moving on. I don't know. And you guys played Satisfactory. Tell me about that. The game. Tell me about it.
4-person Satisfactory.
Yeah, we started a game with Rente. I like it. This is the first time I've played that wasn't in a beginner area. Mm-hmm. We started up in the northern forest, and we are in an area that has just everything. All the resources are right by us. I don't know why they call that not beginner area, because the beginner area's got resources all spread out in all directions. Everything is like right there, all next door to us. But this is the first time I played with a bunch of people. It was fun.
How long did it take Tyrannos to start ruining everything? To start rearranging, and by ruin I mean rearranging everything and putting things in different places that you've already put in a specific spot, or taking all the resources.
No, he was so focused on his project. He was off in his.
Everybody has different projects. Myth is our explorer decorator, and she goes out and gets all the slugs.
I'm a slug hunter.
She's a slug hunter, and which is great because I'm power. I'm in charge of electricity, so I don't have to worry about powering up all the coal burners and the oil burners because she got all the slugs for me. And Rent's in charge of upgrades and Tay and copper, and Tay's in charge of iron, basically, right, Myth?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I roam around. I explore.
Now that sounds like a fun
pick up slugs.
time.
I explore, pick up slugs. That's my
Roaming
job.
around, killing things, picking up slugs.
Yep.
I could get into that job like that.
Yeah, so I roam trying to find the stuff I need for my stuff and occasionally say, Myth, come over here.
Did a little project with Tay, making what was it we made? Frame.
So it's working out pretty well.
Cool.
All right. So did you do any more with Mass Effect?
Actually, no, I haven't. But you know why? Because it was Far Cry 6 is supposed to go here. I started playing Far Cry 6 with Friendly Necromancer because that is the game that he chose. I said, you can pick any of these games, and he picked Far Cry 6. And I said the only way that I would play Far Cry 6 with him is if he allowed me to record it and then edit it and put it out on my YouTube channel. So I do have one episode out on my YouTube channel right now of me absolutely yelling at him every 5 seconds for being an idiot. So if you want to see that, go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. Because he can't stop shooting civilians is the problem. It's so much fun. I didn't get to play... Yeah, I got to play a little bit this week, but I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to this week. I had to go see Dune. Sorry, I probably should have put that in before we start, but...
Dune.
I went out to a movie for the first time in well over a year. Since way before the pandemic started. I felt like Dune, because I had read the book to prepare for the movie, really deserved to be seen on the big screen, especially because I kind of knew what was coming. So I was like, oh, I really want to go see this at the theater. So I went to the theater and saw it, and it was so amazing. It's so worth it. Even if you don't see it in the theater,
it's been getting great reviews.
Yeah, you need to go see it, and my daughter actually went to go see it too as well, and she called me today, and I talked to her for about 45 minutes about Dune because there were so many things that she didn't understand because she hadn't read the book. And I was like, oh yeah, I can explain that, I can explain this. And so I explained all the things to her that she didn't get, and it just made me feel awesome. But also
so Fowler Robert agrees with you because he's got an exclamation point. So if you could describe Dune in one sentence, what would it be?
Betrayal and big giant worms.
Really, not
That's
entitled
not really
men.
Really good.
Entitled men can't get enough drugs.
Betrayal and big giant worms. No, look.
Without the desert and big giant worms.
Without spice, there is no interplanetary travel. Without spice, there is no Bene Gesserit foresight. Without spice, there's no longer. It prolongs people's lives, and it has a lot of regenerative properties. So people are living a lot longer than they're supposed to under the influence of spice. I would argue that the Fremen, the people that live on the spice planet, on Arrakis, they're pretty lucky to be alive at all.
Have you ever played any of the Dune games?
No, not at all.
Some of them were good and some of them were crap. I played them back in the day.
I mean, when you've got command and control of the most important element, not just on the planet, but in the whole universe, I would argue that you're a pretty big deal. The only thing I can't put my finger on is why well, you know what? That's a spoiler. Never mind. Forget it. Forget I said anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why that House Atreides, that's Paul's house, was on the planet Arrakis in the first place, why they displaced Harkonnen in the first place, that's the only thing I don't understand. Because that's at the very beginning of the movie and also the book. They're getting ready to move there. But that's the only thing I can't put my finger on. There you have it. Sorry, I've moved into too much. I played Grounded with you guys yesterday, and it was awesome. I think we're going to play tonight.
Started over.
Yeah, we started over. But we got so far so fast because we almost know too much. Now we're like, oh, this, we need this, we need that, we need this. Okay, we need to go to Burgle, blah, 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 because we're just trying to get back to that point where we know we have to move forward, I think.
We're not up to the update part yet.
Sweet. Maybe we'll get there.
Because
maybe we'll get there today.
we found some of the milk molars, but we can't break them up yet because we don't have the equipment yet.
The Fowler Robert says political intrigue is why, and I think he's right. I think the reason why is plot. Because without that plot point, without that particular plot point, there's no movie? And there's no book. So there you go.
You know, there's
there
more
you
than
have
one book, right? There's more than one book.
Of course there is. Yeah, I actually listened to the first two, and then like by the middle of the second one, I was like, Jesus, this is so... I'm going to swear again, cover your ears. I was like, this is so fucking Lord of the Rings. Stop telling me all the history of everything. Stop it. I can't take it anymore. I'm getting, just like, get on with it. I got mad.
Okay.
So there you
all
have it.
Miss going to talk about Borderlands now. Go ahead, Miss.
Yeah.
Big time spoiler coming up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've been playing Borderlands 3 with Patrick, and it's a lot of fun. I love the weapons in this game so much. I think I played the weapons just to see what I can get and try them out and then use them and play with them, and they're crazy and interesting and amazing. And the story is good in this one, but I don't think you can top Handsome Jack.
No, you can never. Nobody's Handsome Jack. Nobody.
There's some statues of him around.
Really? Aww.
Yeah. So we've been fighting / chasing the twins around pretty much this whole time. And they've been absorbing powers and winning a lot. And a lot of people have died, like main characters that I wasn't expecting to died. And so we were fighting the twins, and we killed the sister. And I don't know, I guess I should have known it was going to go down like that, but the dweeb brother is what I always expected to die, because she's like the smart one, and she's always the cool one, and he's so stupid and such a dork. I just thought we would end up killing him, but lately he's been collecting all the powers, and he's still a big dork. But so anyway, we end up killing her, and then it's the end of the game, and it's talking about Borderlands 4 and when it's coming out, and then there's like this countdown, and it's about to roll the credits, and I'm like, well, I guess this is over. I can't believe it,
What?
Damn, we're done, we killed them. That's the end,
Oh.
And bam! All of a sudden, they were like, "Ha ha! It's not over," and it was this huge fake out. The game is not over.
That's amazing. You were like, "Oh man, it's over," and then it was like,
Yeah.
It's not over."
They were like, "Ha ha! We faked you out."
That's awesome.
It was really good. I was so not prepared.
That's good. That was working as intended then.
Yeah, it worked.
Yay.
It really worked. So, but I feel like we're probably really close to the end. I could be wrong. I don't know anymore. I'm just like, but we did kill the sister.
You don't know anymore. You don't know where the end is anymore. You don't know where your life is anymore.
I don't. Not anymore.
Not anymore. She just doesn't know.
Got to where all the side quests were going. We had done all the side quests. I mean, we were just on main, and we got to this big build up. We're fighting the twins. We kill the main twin, and then that was the end. And they start talking about Borderlands 4 is coming out, and yada yada yada.
Oh my god.
And then wham! Haha, you're stupid.
You're stupid. It's not over. JK. JK, it's not over. Aw. Well, I'm sorry.
You want it to be over?
It's a good
So
question.
you can go to your next game?
No.
I
She's
know
like,
you guys
I'm
are...
not ready.
All right.
You still have some people to kill.
Okay.
She's like, I got things to do. I got business to conduct. So I'm going to move on to housekeeping. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the Damsels game on YouTube. You can get our podcast there. However, the podcast is dead last on my to-do list to put there. So it ends up being about a week late with my current work schedule. So And I don't see that changing anytime soon, unless they fire me, God willing. Anyway, you can go to our home at Podcast Garden or the Damsels of DDO.com, our website, The Damsels Game in Your Heart. And be sure to subscribe on iTunes. Mithery is going to fix the iTunes description so it says that we play all games, not just Dungeons and Dragons Online. Yay. When is next time?
Busy. I don't know if she can do that. November 7th.
What? She's busy doing what? What is she busy doing?
It's Christmas movie time.
Oh my God, she has so many Hallmark movies to watch. How are you going to fit them all in?
I don't know. That's not. I don't know.
You better get started.
Not even why. That's not even why.
You better get started. Did you say November 7th?
I didn't say November 7th.
Well, that's when next time is, right? November 7th?
Correct.
All right, perfect.
November 7th.
That's actually a perfect day. Thanks to everyone who joined us for the live show. Come join us in a few minutes as we play right here on this channel. We are playing, well, we're going to check out the Elder Scrolls Online event for Halloween for about 45 minutes, and then we're going to swap over to Grounded. So if you're interested in Grounded, and by the way, it is a fantastic game, please stick around. And until then, you can email us. Yeah, close window. Yeah, I was going to say, you can email us.
Email us.
The Damsels Game
Close window.
at gmail.com.